Welcome to the next episode of Successful Conversations. Yesterday I was in a car crash, but thank God I'm still alive. But it got me thinking, bad things happen to people and bad things happen to everyone. My next guest is a demonstration of how you can turn your tragedy into prosperity. So please welcome the incredibly resilient, the phenomenal and truly strong individual, Takara. Welcome to the show, Takara.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm all good, I'm good, thanks.
It's good. I'm glad that you can be with us to share your story. I know you've got a really brilliant story. So could you tell the audience what do you do? Why have I got you on the show? What do you do for a living?
I'm a custody officer. And also I do powerlifting. So for those that don't know what powerlifting is, it consists of 3 lifts. So you got squat, bench and your deadlift. You have 3 attempts on all lifts and your best 3 lifts on all 3. That add that up and that's your total. So before that I was a footballer. From the age of 11 I played for Wolves girls under 12s as a striker. I've been at Wolves for 7 years.
So, sorry to interrupt you there. What was it like playing at that high level at a young age? Because Wolves is a Premier League now, aren't they? So
yeah, it was a dream come true because playing football every day at school, and then to be finally playing for a football team was like I've achieved something that I've always wanted to do. So I was there for 7 years, and then fast forward to 2007, where I had an injury, torn ligaments and damaged cartilage, which was devastating. So I had to, prior to that, I had to have an operation. So I had a year out, built up my confidence, strengthened my knee. I was having physio as well, and then I decided to go back. 2008. At this time I was with the first team and the reserve team.
Oh, okay.
So I was around 16, 17 at this point, still studying, and then I went back and it was the last game of the season. Things were going great, so I was playing every week, getting the goals. So it was end of the season.
So you're doing very well in the team, yeah.
I was a substitute, come on as a substitute. Balls come over, sprinting, dribbling, went to one-on-one with the keeper, and as I went to go around the keeper, my knee just went, and I'd only been on the pitch for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. So how did you feel in that moment, just feeling it go?
Everything just crashed. I was like, I can't believe this has happened again. So I come off, the manager come down and said, you need to go to the hospital. Went to the hospital. Didn't realise I did more damage than I thought I did. Found out that to have another operation, so I had to take part of my hamstring for my knee. So basically, because it's bone rubbing on bone, that's how badly my knees. So I said, alright, I need to make a decision now. Do I carry on playing something that I love, or do I stop? And it was hard. So during my time off, I thought, I'm going to quit. As hard as it was, I thought that was the right option because I didn't want to keep going back and forth.
Yeah, well,
injuries in hospital and stuff.
Okay, so it would have been, you would have kept on getting the injury coming back if you carried on.
Yeah, it was a mentally thing. Like I thought, I don't want to be doing no physical activity because I'm going to be doing more damage, and just didn't want to be like at that time didn't have no confidence. And then I started trained with various people at different gyms, and then I fast forward to 2015. I spoke to somebody on social media who I saw did a powerlifting competition, so I said, where did you who trained you and stuff, and I'm looking to get involved. And he put me in contact with a guy, Aaron, was in Birmingham at the Alexander Stadium. So I went there, had a few sessions with him, and because my mum come with me at the time, and she said, "What are you asking when you think you're ready for a competition?" So like, "Mum, I've only had like my first session and whatnot, so for what I'll ask him." And he went, "If there's a comp coming up, I'll put you forward because you've got the strength. Obviously, just work on technique." So I said, "Keep in contact. I'll let you know when there's a competition coming up." So this was like middle of 2015. I got a text message, says check your emails. Sent me an email to say that there's a West Midlands competition, so it's like, this is for people like that are getting into it and still, learning, and basically beginners to intermediate. So I said, alright. So I thought, alright, I've got 6 weeks to get myself ready for this competition. So the first thing I need to do is find somebody that's got speciality in strength and powerlifting as well. So did a bit of looking on social media, thinking, okay, who can I ask? So I found a guy who was a weightlifter, but also did like strength conditioning and stuff like that. So I had a few sessions with him, and then that was it. Turned up to the competition, had my
already being strapped. What was you expecting when you was on your way to the competition?
I don't know. It was just mixed because your first thing, like the first. Your competition, it's like the adrenaline's kicking in. You don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I get there, and there's like loads of people in chairs. I was like, wow. So warming up backstage, people are introducing themselves and talking to one another, and then done my lifts, and then come first.
Come first.
Yeah. So I was
first competition.
Yeah.
And it's first.
So yeah, I thought, okay. 6 weeks I've had to train for this and I've come first, so that gave me that confidence, and with the people there and cheering one another and then coming up to me saying well done and stuff.
So let me just interrupt you there. So let's recap. So I take it when you played football from a very young age.
Yeah.
And I take it you love football. It's something you wanted to do. Did you ever imagine yourself actually becoming a professional footballer?
Yeah. At the level I was at with Wolves, I did have a trial for Arsenal ladies, but with the injuries and stuff, it just didn't happen, unfortunately.
And around that time as well, Arsenal ladies were the dominant force, weren't they?
And then I had the opportunity as well for Charlton, but again, because I was studying and they wanted me to go like down there like 2-3 times a week, there was no chance I was getting down there with studying as well, so I had to pass that opportunity.
Yeah, so it must have been really hard for you to just say, I quit, like turning away from it.
Yeah.
And it must have felt like a tragedy for you, really.
For playing
really
for
hard,
so long, week in, week out, and then to just stop.
Yeah.
It was like that's it, like.
And having those opportunities.
Over. Yeah.
Having those opportunities as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the emphasis why I brought you on the show. It's about turning tragedy into prosperity, and it was a tragedy that you had to quit. You was forced out of football, but now you've gone into something special. And so carry on. Tell us more about your powerlifting. I'm intrigued to know. So you came first in your first competition. What competition was that? Sorry.
That was the West Midlands.
West Midlands
Senior Championship. Yeah.
So you're the strongest woman in the West Midlands.
Yeah, I am.
I like the sound of that. The strongest woman in the West Midlands. And take us from there.
So I did another West Midlands 2016. I come second in that one, and then I did the British, which was my first British. I was having coaching, but not as much. So I went there with no coach, and I was like, man, everybody else is there with coaches. They got the sheets with the lifts that you got to put in, and I'm like, okay. So a guy come up to me, he's like, you've got like a few seconds to put your lift in, and being new to it, and I was like, I missed my the entry to put one of my lifts in, so that was a learning curve. But I come 7th in the British. Yeah. Out of 15 in my weight class, and then I think after that one I took it a bit more serious, because doing the Midlands one, I was just going to see how it was, and try something different. And then I just had the feel for it, and I was like, yeah, this is something that I can see myself doing. Never would have thought I would have been doing any more physical activity, let alone powerlifting, with the injuries that I had on my knee. So squatting so much, like double my body weight.
Yeah.
It just goes to show, it's all in the mind.
How was that feeling, like knowing you had to give up something and you found a new passion? Can we call it a passion?
Yeah.
Yeah, so your one passion you had to turn down, and now you find another passion. What was you thinking? What was you feeling at that time?
Mixed emotions, because I was like, maybe I can do it, because obviously, it was all in my mind and I didn't have that confidence. And then, it was weird, because I was like, yeah, okay, I can do physical activity at the same time. I was like, I never thought I'd see myself doing such an intense sport.
Mm-hmm.
But now when I look back, it has definitely helped with my knee, and I don't get as much pain as I did before, so I think that's a bonus, me doing powerlifting. So yeah, I haven't looked back since. I've had a number of comps now, considering I've only been doing it 2.5 years. This year I did the British. So this would be my third British, so I come second this year, and I come second last year.
Second in the whole of Britain?
Yeah.
It's amazing. And how long have you been doing powerlifting now?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah. So December will be 3 years, so...
So not long at all, yeah.
No, it's gone quick, and to achieve, all this in a short space of time, it just goes to show, if you keep working hard, your time will come, because I have a vision board. I don't know if you have one yourself.
Yeah, certainly do.
And I write down things that I want to achieve by the end of each year. So
for those people who don't know, can you explain to us what a vision board is?
So a vision board is everything that I want to achieve in, say for example, 2018, I want to achieve representing Great Britain, travelling. So I'll put down things that I'm working towards that I want to achieve within the year, and I just have it, so every time I wake up I just say, look, this is what I've done so far, and I use that as my motivation as well. So anybody out there that's got goals, ambitions, stuff like that, definitely do write stuff down, because that's what keeps you on track. So you can always look at that and say, look, I'm going to do this today, that's going to help me to get to that spot and stuff like that. So that's what I do, and I'd recommend people having a vision board, because that's what keeps me on track and focused, as well as my competing, and definitely doing powerlifting as well. It's definitely got me disciplined in everything that I do, so it has helped me. So I do, things happen for a reason, and the people that saw that potential in me, that I was strong enough to do powerlifting, because I never would have thought powerlifting would have been my ideal choice of sport. So vision board is key.
Definitely, I have one myself, and definitely helps. So you finished second in the British competition.
Yeah.
Have you had any more competitions after that?
Yeah, so the British was February, and then the Worlds was coming up, so that was in Canada, which was in June. And the girl that won, she was a junior, and there was that at that time I was thinking, am I getting selected? Me and my coach was like, you could be going. Well, he was saying to me, the could be a chance you going, because you're a senior, so they have juniors and then your seniors. So I didn't want to get my hopes up too much.
Yeah. So you was actually representing Great Britain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't want to get my hopes up too much, and I thought, okay, just wait. And a few weeks later, I had a message off Aaron, who helps with powerlifting and stuff, and he said, check your emails, because somebody's been trying to contact you. So I checked my emails. I had the email, looked, the guy that does the who's one of the managers for Great Britain, coach, sorry, and he said, you've been invited. So to the squad training. So before you go, you have a squad training. So the people that is picked, they all go to like a gym.
Yeah.
Where there's like a location where they select, and then they pick the lifts that they think that you should get basically. So I went to Cardiff, and he said to me, "These are the lifts that I want you to perform today, and we'll take it from there." And then a week later or so, they said that I've been selected. So I was like, man, the vision board again, going back to the vision board, because that was one of the goals that I set out to achieve for this year. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready for it. It's experience, from doing local comps and then the British and then going to the Worlds. It's the biggest platform ever. And I've always watched the IPF, which is the International Powerlifting Federation. So I've always been watching them, especially when it comes to like my coach and certain individuals that I watch, because my coach is a powerlifter as well. Dave Gray is a world champion. So, from going to watching it to being on the stage myself, it's just like,
phenomenal.
Dreams can come true.
Yeah.
So I went to Canada. My mum and my brother come with me, and I was watching it, obviously a few days before and stuff. And I was just excited. Like when you're in a different like environment and everything's just like, man, like the pressure's on and
taking everything in. Yeah.
And then it was my day, the Saturday, because like the women's normally like towards the end of the competition. So Saturday came. I thought, okay, just chill and just don't panic, basically.
So, sorry to interrupt you there. What sort of preparation do you have to do before a competition, and what sort of mindset do you have to be in, would you say?
Just focus, and that's all I focus on. Like the lifts that I'm aiming to achieve, that's going from my mind. Like in my mind, before I've even gone onto the platform, I've got that lift. So when it comes to performing it, in my mind, I've already got it.
Yeah.
So I use that mentality, and I just get stuck, like not stuck in, but like I'm in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like where other people you might see at competitions and talking to one another. Me, I'm like reserved. I'm just by myself and just getting myself ready, focused. I've got that lift that I'm ready to do my first lift or whatnot. And that's how I go about when it comes to competitions.
Yeah, so focus is the main word.
Yeah, cool.
And visioning.
Yeah.
Doing the lift before you actually do it, that helps a lot.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just go on the stage, attack the bar.
Attack the bar.
Yeah, because one of the guys that I trained with like a few years ago, he said to me, don't let the bar beat you, basically. So I've always used that mentality now.
Yeah.
You versus a bar. So I just think the bar's not beating me, and just holding on from start to finish. So when I got onto the platform, it was just like it was just overwhelming, because I've got like cameras from all sides, all angles, the lights. You got people shouting from all over the world, and it was just crazy. Like it was just a different level, but I loved it, and this is just a start for me, because I've had a write up. So like they did a write up on how the Worlds went, and seeing the coach write, that's just a start for Takara, and she's got a bright future. So again, that helps me, motivates me to do better, ready for 2019 and going forward.
So how did that competition go in Canada? It
went well. I come 6th in the world. I'm happy with that.
6th in the world.
I was hoping to get personal best, which I didn't. Yeah. So, but apart from that, I can't fault myself. Even though I was a bit hard on myself, saying, I wish I got this lift and stuff. But it's my first international competition. So I'm proud of what I've done, and I look forward to the next international competition. So yeah, I've got that experience, and that just helps me ready for more competitions as well.
Yeah, I think coming 6th in the world, you should be really proud of yourself. only doing it for 2.5 years as well, powerlifting.
Yeah.
So it's a good, amazing feature, and all the best in the future.
Thanks.
Referring to visions as well, you say you got another competition coming up in 2019.
Yeah.
What do you envision for yourself in the future? Where do you want to be?
Number one in Britain, and obviously when it comes to the Worlds, I want to be up there in the top 5, top 3. That's the aim.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, with the right mindset and the right people around me, I'll get there. You know, my coach, he used to say to me when he started, like years back, one of his rivals, there was like 100 kilo gap between him and his rival. Now he's coming over to the guy. So you know things can happen. You know.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show, you know, just keep working hard and, you know, believing in yourself.
And you're the person to make it happen. A tweet that you made, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about that tweet.
Yeah, I put 2016. I put a Facebook post up saying, in the next 2 years I'll be a top powerlifter. Believe me or not. Basically.
You're a top powerlifter.
So, yeah.
Making it happen.
Yeah, and I think reading books as well has definitely helped me.
Yeah, what books would you say have motivated you the most?
Oh, there's quite a few, because I've read like The Secret.
Yeah.
A few Gary Vee books. Tony Robbins, sorry.
Yeah, Tony.
And there's and some other ones as well. DJ Khaled, I've read his book as well.
Yeah, the keys. I've read that one as well.
They.
Yeah.
We have a lot of days.
Yeah.
If people don't know what days are,
That's
people that are negative and, you know, hate.
Yeah, that's a brilliant book. The Keys. It's like certainly underrated book. Like major respect for DJ Khaled for writing that book. But it's an amazing book.
Yeah. I enjoy reading as well. So every day I'm reading.
Yeah.
A book.
And what does that do for you, reading every day?
It just blocks everything out, and when I'm reading, like, I just get in the zone and be like, man, it just opens up like things. Like you know, you're reading and you're like, man, like I never thought of doing that. So yeah, definitely books has helped me. The minute I'm reading is it The Richest Man in Babylon?
Oh yeah, the small book. Yeah, that's a brilliant book as well. So, moving on, I was going to ask you, being a top lifter, what's your schedule? What's your training schedule? How do you become a top lifter? What's your daily to weekly schedule to help you prepare for a competition?
So I train 5 to 6 days a week. So I do my squat, bench, I train them twice a week.
Yeah.
So Mondays is leg day.
How much do you squat?
My max in competition is 172.5 kilos.
172 kilos.
Yeah, so that's double my body weight and a bit more.
Yeah. How about benching?
100 kilos is my best in competition. And my deadlift is 207.5 kilos, which is my best lift out of the 3.
Yeah.
People probably know me as, you know, the girl that deadlifts the most time thing. So, yeah. So Tuesday, I do bench, arms, and a bit of shoulders.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I rest. Thursday is back, so I do a lot of deadlifts. Friday, shoulders, arms, rest Saturday, and then Sunday I do a heavy bench. So my Tuesday it's still heavy, but it's moderate as well. It's heavy / moderate, and then Sundays my heavy on the bench. So that's my schedule, and I train again, like I train with, you know, top powerlifters, and they help me. Sean, Paul, Harband, and my coach Dave, and, you know, other people that are in the gym. that help me. And you know, sometimes I think to myself, man, I don't think I can lift that weight. And I'm like, no, we're gonna put this weight on, and you're gonna do it. So having the right people around you, definitely, that give you the confidence and the motivation, and can see the potential in you. Sometimes you might not see yourself, but definitely have the right people to support you as well.
So having a great team,
yeah,
definitely, because a lot of people don't see that in sport. Like sometimes you got the athlete, but the athlete does have a superb team around them, and I suppose they do help you to overcome those barriers.
Yeah, they do.
So talking about overcoming barriers and changing the mind, I'm going to move on to my final question.
Yeah.
And that is, what does success mean to you? Being what you've been through, being being in a tragedy where you lost your dream and you found another dream.
Yeah.
Being disciplined to work out 6 times a week and be in front of a number of people in a foreign country. Being what you've been through, what would you say success means to you?
It's a good question. That is, I think stuff that you want to achieve in life, whether it's taking up a new hobby, changing career, things that you set out to do, and that's my definition of success. Working towards something, like for me, for example, the post that I put, that's my success, because I've achieved that, and that's how I know I've succeeded, being the person that I've set out to be years ago, who I am today. So that's my definition of success. And to anybody out there, believe in yourself 100%. You've got to believe in yourself first before anybody else. Don't be scared to ask for help, advice, because there's people out there that was in your position. There's people out there that will, are willing to help. And me getting my story out there from articles and stuff, that's helped me. And top athletes and successful people have gone out their way and messaged me and said I'm an inspiration and keep working. And other people have commented on my videos and saying how good I am, and so that definitely helps as well. So shout out to the people that have supported me and kept me going.
And just quickly, I forgot to ask, what message would you give to females who are going into a sport? Because like powerlifting, you could say, or that sort of genre of sport is kind of male dominated. What message would you give to females who are thinking of getting into such sport, but they feel as though possibly because of their gender, it may not be for them? Or
don't be scared to ask people. For me, I'd say go to a local competition, have a look and see the atmosphere and see how it is. Get a coach, and then when you feel ready, enter your first competition, because powerlifting is such a everyone supports one another. So you never feel that you're on your own. You'll have people cheering on, if you're trying to get that last part of the lockout on the deadlift, or trying to get the squat. So people are always there to help. There's different powerlifting groups. You can always drop a comment, so don't be scared to ask. You'd always get a response from somebody to give you advice. So don't be scared, and you're not alone in this. I'm different because I train in a male dominant gym, so a lot of people will be like, I couldn't do it, but me, I'm there to train. So being surrounded by males, it's no harm to me. But yeah, that's my message.
Thank you, wonderful. Thank you for coming on the show. Do you mind telling the camera where they can find you on social media, any websites that you have? You want to give a shout out to anyone?
My social media, so I've got Twitter and Instagram, which is Takara_fitness. And my Facebook is Takara T, that's my main one, and then I've got Takara Fitness, which is my other fitness page what I put up. And then my YouTube is Takara Fitness, which will be on your link underneath in your bio.
Yeah.
So all my lifts are on there, and stuff that I've done with different companies. So yeah, that's where people can find me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching this episode of Successful Conversations, and please check out Takara's pages in the description below. Please as well like, share, comment, subscribe for more future episodes, and thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.